Now we will spend some time on conversions, that is from fractions to percentages. Now in this we'll do it in two parts. One, that if a fraction is given, if let's say a fraction is given, to convert it into a percentage, what we do is we simply multiply it by 100 to convert into percentage, right? So this is one way to look at it. Say for example, let's take a fraction that is 3 by 5. And if I want to convert into percentage, so what do we need to do? Just multiply by 100. Now 5 cancels 100 20 times. 20 into 3 is 60. So the answer is 60%, right? Suppose there is a fraction which is 4 by 9. If I want to convert into percentage, so just multiply by 100. This will become 400 by 9 percentage. If you simplify, this will come out to be 44 4 by 9 percentage. Or you can also write it as 44.44%, right? So the simplest way to understand that if you want to convert a fraction into percentage, just multiply the fraction by 100, right? Even if it is given in decimal form, let's say for example 0.374. If this is a fraction and if you want to convert into percentage, just multiply by 100. This will become 37.4%. Alright. Suppose it is 34 by 50. This is the fraction if I want to convert into percentage. So just multiply by 100. 50 cancels 100 2 times. 2 into 34, that is 68%. Right. Suppose there is a fraction 5 by 2. And if I want to convert into percentage, so multiply by 100. So 2 cancels 100 50 times. 50 into 5 is 250%. Right. So the method says if you want to convert a fraction to percentage, just multiply that fraction by 100. Now this is the method, right? Now there is some fraction that we can directly memorize in their percentage form. Let's see how we can do that. Okay. Our target, first of all, our first target should be to memorize all the percentages corresponding to fractions from 1 to 1 by 30, right? To memorize all, let's say reciprocals of numbers from 1 to 30, right? Let's see how we can do that. We'll divide them in different families, and then we'll do the calculations a little bit and we'll try to memorize them. Let's say first is family of 2. This is a very interesting one. Let's see. First of all, let's say if there is a fraction 1, how much will it be in terms of percentage? I can directly say it is 1 is equal to 100%. 1 into 100 is 100%. Now if I divide by 2, so I'll write it here, 1 is 100%. So if I say 1 by 2, how much will that be equal to? One method is that we can multiply 1 by 2 by 100 and we can see that 2 cancels 150 times, it is equal to 50%, right? Or we can see here, just when it was 1, it is 100%. 1 by 2 means 100 by 2, that is 50% directly. Similarly, 1 by 4. Now 1 by 4 is either 100 by 4 or half of 50. We can say it is half of half, right? So it is half of, second half is 50%. So it is half of 50%, which is 25%. Right? So these things can be directly used. Okay. Say for example, if I have 1 by 8, how do we do that? We already have 1 by 4, which is 25%. So I can say 1 by 8 is half of 1 by 4. Now 1 by 4 we have already calculated, it's 25%. So half of 25, it will be equal to 12.5%. Okay. Let's say 1 by 16. Now 1 by 16 will be half of 1 by 8. Right. Now this is 1 by 2 into 1 by 8 is already calculated 12.5%. So 1 by 2 of 12.5 will be 6.25%. Alright. Let's say if you have 1 by 32. Now what will this be? It is half of 1 by 16. 32 is 2 into 16. So simply half of 1 by 16. So it is half into 1 by 16 we have already calculated 6.25%. So half of 6.25 it will be 3.125%. Right. So I think what we have done is we have converted 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 8, 1 by 16 and 1 by 32 as percentages. Now the point is you should memorize all of these directly, right? At least up to 1 by 16. Let me put it as a summary. right? So it is 1 equal to 100%. This is family of 2. 1 by 2 is 50% straight away. 1 by 4 is 25% directly. 1 by 8 is 12.5%, a very important percentage. 1 by 16 is 6.25%. And 1 by 32 is optional, it is 3.12%. We need to memorize only up to 2 places of decimal. Okay, so all these are very important percentages which you can directly memorize. Now what is the benefit of this? Let's say for example 3 by 2. So we know it is 3 into 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is 50%, so it is 3 into 50, which is 150%. This we can do directly. So we don't need to write all these things. This is just to show I am writing here. This is what you have to do mentally. Let's say 5 by 2. So we know it is 5 by 2 is 5 into 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is 50%, so it is 5 into 50, which is 250%. Right? Let's say if we have 3 by 4. Right? We know it is 1 by 4 is 25%. So 3 into 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is 25. 3 into 25 is 75%. So now I am writing in short. If it is 5 by 4, it will be 5 into 1 by 4. 1 by 4 in percentage is 25. 5 into 25 is 125%. Okay. Then comes a very important calculation, that is 3 by 8. Now 3 by 8 is 3 into 1 by 8. 1 by 8 is 12.5. So 3 into 12.5 percentage, it will be equal to 37.5%. In your questions, you should be able to understand that directly 3 by 8 can be utilized as 37.5%. Let's take one more. If it is 5 by 8. 5 by 8 is 5 into 1 by 8, which is equal to 5 into 12.5, which is 62.5%. And this information can be utilized in both the directions. So suppose in some questions 62.5% is given, you can directly take it as 5 by 8. Or 37.5% is given, you can directly take it as 3 by 8. So 3 by 8 and 5 by 8 are very important calculations. 7 by 8. You can calculate on your own. I'll write it here, 7 into 1 by 8. This is 7 into 12.5, which is 87.5%. Alright. Now here only I will also introduce the method in some cases to be utilized for calculations. So for example, if I have 3 by 8, look at this carefully. 3 by 8 can also be written as, the numerator 3 can be taken as 4 minus 1 upon 8. Now 4, if I separate it, it will be 4 by 8 minus 1 by 8. Now 4 by 8 is 1 by 2. In terms of percentage, it will be 50%. Minus 1 by 8 is 12.5%. So 50 minus 12.5, that is 37.5%. Please note it down very carefully because this is also useful in a lot of cases. Suppose it is 5 by 8. 5 by 8 is 4 plus 1 by 8. Now 4 by 8 is 1 by 2, which is 50%. 1 by 8 is 12.5%. So the final answer will be 62.5%. Right? So in some situation, this opening and breaking the number also becomes really useful. Let's say 7 by 8. Now 7 can be written as 8 minus 1 upon 8. 8 upon 8 is 1, that is 100%. Minus 1 upon 8 is 12.5. So 100 minus 12.5, that is 87.5%. Right? So these methods also you should try and learn. So just try and see that these main percentages you directly memorize, and these calculations, even out of the 3 by 8 and 5 by 8, you should directly memorize, and others you should be able to do the calculation on your own. Okay. Let's take a couple of more examples here with the denominator 16. Say for example, if I have 3 by 16, here you can directly do the multiplication. 3 into 1 by 16. 1 by 16 is 6.25%. So it is 3 into 6.25, which is 18.75%. Right? Suppose it was 5 by 16, you can use the method. You can use multiplication as well as the breaking up method also. 5 by 16 can be written as 4 plus 1 by 16. Now 4 by 16 is 1 by 4, which is 25%. 1 by 16 is 6.25. So it is 25 plus 6, 31.25%. Suppose we have 7 by 16. 7 can be taken as 8 minus 1 upon 16. See, what you have to see that when you break up, one number should be a direct factor of denominator. Right? If like 1/4 is 4, 1/2 is 8. So this will be useful. 8 by 16 is 1 by 2, which is 50%. Minus 1 by 16 is 6.25. Now 50 minus 6.25 will be 43.75%. Okay. Suppose we have 9 by 16. 9 by 16 will be really easy because it is 8 plus 1 upon 16. 8 by 16 is 50%. Plus 1 by 16 is 6.25. That is 56.25%. Okay. Suppose it is 11 by 16. I hope you can see that it is 8 plus 3 divided by 16. 8 by 16 is 1 by 2, which is 50%. 3 by 16 is 3 into 6.25, that is 18.75. So it is 50 plus 18, 68.75%. Right? Let's take one more. If it is 13 by 16, what will you do? Look at this 13 carefully. It is either 16 minus 3 or it is 8 plus 4 plus 1 by 16. Now 8 by 16 is 1 by 2, 50%. 4 by 16 is 1 by 4, 25%. And 1 by 16 is 6.25. So this total becomes 50 plus 25, 75 plus 6, 81, 81.25%. Okay. Now let's take up the next family, that is family of 5.